Well, good morning, YouTube. It's about, I think it's 6 o'clock in the morning. Sitting here, taking my tire chains off. Hear a bunch of snap, crackling, popping in the woods out there, and I'm all psyched out, freaked out. Start taking my chains off and get in the cab. Lo and behold, freaking look down, there's cougar tracks all over the place. Jeez. Freaking me out, man. I didn't see no eyeballs, but I heard them in the bushes snapping around. Probably a younger one. Freaking myself out. Afraid to put my own tire chains on my truck. Hilarious. But also scary. So there's a lot of cougar out in this area, and I've been stalked by a cougar before when I was younger, and I've always been kind of sketched out. Freaking look down and see cougar tracks. Jeez, I don't know. He was probably walking up the road here, and then I came down, take my chains off, and pulled off, and you could see where he kind of went off into the brush there. Tire track, well, you can't probably see him on the camera, but they off by my lights back there. They kind of go off to the left, so or be the right. So, anyways, just a quick video. You guys know I'm all freaked out now. Talk to you later. Be safe. So, to continue on with the cougar story, if you notice, I'm not in the same spot. I don't know if you can tell. There ain't no snow. I waited and drove all the way down the road to a nice spot a couple miles away to tighten my wrappers and to put my tire chains on, or hang them back up. I didn't even put them freaking those are a set of 3-railers. I didn't even bother to hang the chains that were on the ground. I just freaking jumped out, made a whole bunch of noise, threw those suckers in the chain box, and left. And I mean, I get it. Like, usually if you're making a bunch of noise, the cougar can be just curious, you know. But when I was in high school, I was working at a Boy Scout camp in Dufur, Oregon, and it was like a horror movie. My friend and I, the only spot we could get cell service was in this clear cut, about, I don't know, half a mile. It was like a half-a-mile hike from this camp. And we were out there and on the phone, and way out in the distance, we had flashlights. We saw this cougar eyes out there. We're like, whoa, we better leave. And so we start hiking back. We were just me and another guy, and our freaking flashlight died. The light bulb burned out. Like a horror movie. We're in the pitch dark, a half a mile from our campground, and this cougar followed us all the way in to this campground, and got into the horses and spooked the horses, and the horses broke through the fence, and it was a nightmare. But I'll never forget seeing these cougar eyes circling, like literally circling around us all the way back into the campground. And I remember the distinctive snap, and then nothing. You don't hear nothing. And I remember looking up and just seeing these cougar eyes about 100 feet away, then they disappear, and then 30, 40, a minute later, you'll hear snap again, and you'll see, and that's exactly what happened. I was sitting here in my back, taking these off on the driver's side, and it's over by the trailer, and I was hunched down trying to find the hooks for the thing, and I hear in my background snap, and it instantly made my hair go up. And I thought, maybe I'm just crazy. And I look back, and I don't see no eyeballs, nothing. I'm like, okay, and I take my chains off and go to the driver's side and hear snap. And I'm like, there is something out here, man. And so I kind of walk over by my drop axle, walk over the other side of the truck instead of walking behind and around. And I heard that snap again. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get in the truck. And I get in the truck, and I happened to be just looking around for some eyeballs, didn't see no eyeballs, and I looked down from the cab and I saw cougar prints. And in the picture, or in the video you saw earlier, they don't really look like cougar prints. They almost kind of look like bear prints. But further down, it was extremely distinctive cougar tracks. And man, that had my heart racing, man. So I made a bunch of noise, kicked the Jake on, you know, probably scared it off a little bit, and made a bunch of noise, got out, grabbed the chains, threw them in the truck, and took off. And there was no spot after that. Where I was at was kind of about a half a mile from the blacktop, so I didn't have a chance to pull over somewhere else further down and tighten my wrappers. So now I pulled over on a nice wide spot here and gonna untangle those chains, hang them up, tighten my wrappers and all that. So anyways, thought you guys would enjoy that story. Have yourself a good day. It's Monday, and yeah, stay safe out there, guys. Talk to you later.